on the computer. All right, welcome everybody. Yay, this is exciting. So we haven't done a team call in it feels like forever, but I think it's only been like 2 months. So I'm excited to get these rolling again and get our momentum going again. Especially with all of these exciting announcements that we have going on right now with the Blitz this summer. So it's so exciting. Um, oh, someone said something in the chat. Nancy, it's Nancy. Hi, Nancy.
Hey,
So
Nancy.
excited you're here. All right, guys. So I am going to just do a quick screen share. And I'm going to do a little bit of recognition here. I know we just have a few people that we want to recognize. Can you guys see that? Okay. So yay. Oh my gosh. And so I have a list here. I'm just going to read off. We have some new partners that have gotten started with us. Oh my goodness. And let's see. Erin Piper, Miss Nancy. I'm going to say your last name wrong, Nancy. It's Nancy Giano, I think. And if you want to unmute yourself, Nancy, you're welcome to correct me too. Jackie Garillo, Evie Garillo, Audrey, because I'm going to say Audrey Allen Castillo, right? Oh my gosh. So excited for all of you guys to welcome to the team. We're so excited you're here. And then we have some new partner pluses. We're super excited. So Melissa Axelson hit Partner Plus, and Brianna Casello has already hit Partner Plus. She actually just got started. So we're super excited for these girls. And our new QSCs, we have my husband, Steve Lepicki, and Miss Kristen McDonald, my neighbor. I'm so excited for her. And that is actually Nancy's sponsor. So we're super excited for Kristen. Congratulations again. And then my husband, we helped him get qualified this month. Or last month. But yeah, we're super excited about all of these promotions. We have a lot more coming as well. A lot of things in the works. So I'm really excited about next month's call too. Super excited for you girls and men. All right. So really fast. I know we have we're going to be talking about consistency tonight, you guys. So we're probably going to keep this kind of short, but we're going to also keep it a little interactive too. So like if we end a little early, text me, sorry. Oh, Melissa's on. Yay. So if we end a little early at the end, welcome to jump in and like ask us some questions, like pick our brain if we said something that like piqued your interest, or like tell me more about that. Or if you had like a win or anything, at the end of the call, we want to hear from you if you guys are still here. So okay, so I'm gonna let Cassie, Cassie, I'm gonna let you share first, and then hopefully Krista will be on by then. So
Okay. Hey, everyone. All right. So I have like some notes that I took because I didn't really want to miss anything. So I may read off a little bit of that. But I'm sure, most of you have heard, about consistency. And, you may be wondering, why is it so important? Really, it's the simple, daily disciplines repeated consistently over time that will add up to the differences between success or failure. So most of the time we may feel like, we're taking actions needed to achieve our goals, but then we get frustrated and we may want to give up because we aren't seeing the results. They're not happening fast enough. So there was something I actually took from a book that I read recently, and it says, it's not how success is built, but success is progressive realization of a worthy ideal. So progressive really means that success is a process, not a destination. It's something you experience gradually over time. You may, you need to have the faith in the process because you won't see it happening at first. And, I was also, hey, how are you? The other thing is, it's the little things in life that will bite you. So for most of us, it's those small, seemingly inconsequential, choices that, are the biggest concern. So I'm talking about decisions like, that you think you don't make any difference at all. For example, you may wake up late and the day kind of takes over, and then you don't have time to get all those things done that you typically would on your list. So they kind of get pushed aside, and then you're like, okay, well, maybe I'll do them later, after the kids go to sleep. And then the kids go to sleep and you decide, maybe I'll watch some TV. But at that point, you're falling behind on your goal. You're not being consistent. So that might be the reason why maybe you're not getting new customers or new partners. And, it's okay. We all fall down sometimes, but it's important to get back up and try to be as consistent as we can. So it's the little things that, will derail your success. These seemingly insignificant decisions that can completely throw you off course because you're not mindful of them, and it happens to all of us where we get, overwhelmed, we space out and become completely unaware of the little actions that take us off course. So it's time to just wake up and really to try to make better choices. And one thing that, really helps me stay accountable is using Teamzy. So I don't know if any of you are currently using it, but I know that they do offer in the beginning, like a 30-day free trial. Prior to using Teamzy, I was just like jotting names down in a notebook, but I was just losing track of people. And then I would forget who to follow up with. It would be like weeks later. And I'm like, I need to follow up with them. But Teamzy kind of helps you. It holds you accountable. And it also helps you because you can put in your goals. And, if there's a certain income that you want to be making, well, it's telling you, okay, you need to be reaching out to this many people a day, or you need to be staying in contact with these customers. And so I find it very helpful. I don't know if any of you have used it, but I would love to hear. So I don't know if, that's pretty much all I have for today about consistency, but Jessica, you can add to it if you want to.
Oh, Cassie, I love that. I love Teamzy. Teamzy is my jam. So, thank you, Cassie. I loved everything that you said about that. And I love that we have some new people on here tonight too, because I wanted to mention that as well. Like, I know, when we have new people that we're helping to get started, I'm so excited for Nancy too, because we have her first event tomorrow night. But we all know our system, right? We all know we have our checklist for the onboarding. We do our first event with everybody that gets started, and we have our system, right? But I think that was the topic that came up the other day was like, well, sometimes people kind of get discouraged and they stop, after, a few months or what have you. And really it's because, well, what do you do after you've done your first event? You feel like you've shared with all of your, closest friends and family, like who else is there, right? Like, I think it was called warm market training that we did. But this is, I love what I'm about to show you guys. Because it's really great. Okay, we do our memory jogger in the beginning. Yes, I love that we all have our 100-person list, and it's really fun to go back to that. But like Cassie said, staying consistent is so important, you guys. Oh my gosh, and it really is. It's just I heard that on the leadership training the other day. If we can just touch our business, even if it's just sharing with one new person, like the consistency challenge or the consistency chain that we're doing right now, which, by the way, if you guys haven't gotten the book yet, it's super easy read, super short, and it's really good. It's really entertaining. I'm halfway through it now. But anyway, it really is. It's, creating that consistency chain. And because, if we go a couple days, without using that muscle, like for me, I notice like it is a lot harder to get that habit going again, get that momentum going for myself again. Right. And I use Teamzy as well, just like Cassie does. It's awesome. But, for people that are newer, that necessarily don't, want to use Teamzy, or maybe it's a little overwhelming. Like we have a training on Teamzy as well. If you guys want to check that out, reach out. But just to keep it simple, right? Because we're doing the consistency chain right now, right? So we're trying to keep everything simple. I wanted to share with you guys our system. I don't know if we've ever talked about this with some of you guys, but it's the 5-1-1. And we want to do this we try to do this every month. So after, I can hear my husband in the background. After we've created that momentum, you're new, but then, okay, how do I keep that momentum going, right? And how do I stay consistent, right? So the consistency chain, I love the consistency chain, right? We're sharing with at least one new person a day. That's easy to do. Everybody can do that, right? One new person a day. And then the other piece of that, right? I wish I had a picture of it. Because I learned this, maybe a year and a half ago when I was new. This is not an index card, but Carmen used to do this. And I remember the training, I couldn't find it, but I found the old Wendy Campbell training. If you guys want to see that, reach out to me. I can share it with you. because I'm not going to go as in depth as she is. But anyway, I loved what they did. They wrote it on like an index card, like 5 new customers a month. That's what the 511 is. 5 new customers a month, 1 new partner, and then we try to get that next partner to the next promotion, right? So let me share my screen with you again, and I can actually share this with you guys. Oh, I loved this saying, a dream written down with a date becomes a goal. A goal broken down into steps becomes a plan. A plan backed by action becomes reality. Oh, I loved that. And then let me know if you guys can see that. Oh, wait, you can't see that. Hold on. I don't know what you can see. Hold on a second. And then this is really cool. So this was attached to the Wendy Campbell 511 training that I saw recently. I was actually sharing this with Krista. And because it really is, it's great for everybody. Like when we have people all the time that will get started and they get a little discouraged, or they don't really know how to keep going, how to stay consistent. And this is a great monthly scorecard for that. It's awesome. And it doesn't even have to be this complicated, but if you want this, reach out to us. I'd be happy to share it with you. So it's just great to keep track of it. You can write in your 5 new customers for the month that you're planning to get, or you're talking to. Maybe they say they're ready to order, they'll order next week, whatever, right? As you find them, write them down. And then in the training that I'm going to share with you guys too, I'll pass it through on the broadcast chat. Wendy Campbell talks about they also have a I don't even know what you call it. It's like a Excel spreadsheet. Sometimes I can't even think of the word right now, but it'll add it up for you. It's like a workable sheet, and you can add it up. You can actually see, you can track not only your points with this worksheet, but also how much money you would make on any given order with whatever the order is. So anyway, moving right along, I can share that with you guys as well. So anyway, you can write in your customers here, you write in your partner here, and the partner you got in the previous month. Obviously, we want to help them get to QIC in the next month, and then all of that it actually. Here, let me read my notes here too. So I'm like Cassie. I have to make sure I don't forget anything. So for a season, you guys, the 511, if we can all getting 5 new customers a month, right? 1 new partner, I feel like it's very doable. And for a season of time, you guys, this is the magic right here. This is the secret sauce to our business. If we can do this every single month for a season, Wendy Campbell says this is the magic. This is what is going to move your business forward, and create those residual paychecks that we're all looking to maximize and make bigger every month, right? So, okay, I had a couple of screenshots that I was going to share with you guys here. Sorry, I'm all over the place. Bear with me. So the whole point in this is, it shows you exactly how anyone can reach their next promotion with the 5 new customers, 1 new team member, and then moving that next new team member to Partner Plus to QSC. And so the first piece of it is the 5 customers, right? And this is what she talks about in her training, and she's going to do a lot better job than I will. But what she's basically saying is, okay, say 5 new customers. Okay, we really typically look at the average customer as a trio order, right? That's 300 points, right? So if we're getting 5 new customers a month, that's, say, for example, 5 trio orders, 5 times 30. So the 10% of we're making 10% sales profit on every single order. So just by taking that $30 for each of those orders, timesing that by 15, you're making $150 just in sales profit right there. Not including, bonuses and things like that. So anyway, it breaks it down for you, and it shows you just in each category what we can show you guys. What is on the table for your new people, right? So, and for us each month, each month that we're doing this, the business never changes for us, right? So like, I'm senior sales coordinator working on QNMD, right? But the business is always going to be the same for me as I am right now, as it is for Nancy right now. You know, she's brand new, right? So it never changes. So anyway, so for getting a new partner and helping them get to Partner Plus, which as we all know is 900 points, which is the power of three, right? The three trio orders, if we get them, you know, help them place their own order, and everybody knows two people, right? To help get started. So that's, you know, that's Partner Plus right there, helping getting three trio orders for that new person, getting them to Partner Plus. That in itself is $33.75 for you, because you're making that difference off of their off of the commissions, right? So they're a brand new partner. They're not making maybe they're not making that Partner Plus commission yet, that 5%. They probably haven't made it to QSC yet. They're not making the 10%. But wherever you are, you know, if you're at sales coordinator, you're making 15% commissions, you're going to make up that difference in whatever level they're at. So you helping a Partner Plus get to their first, or a partner get to Partner Plus, excuse me, get to that first level, you are making $33 just right there. And so anyway, it adds up. So, you know, you can see how, you know, with the 5 new customers, 1 new partner, and then that next 511, the second one of the 511 is getting that partner plus from the month prior, getting them, helping them get to QSC. That's really the 511. And then helping that QSC get to that level. That right there, you guys, is $87, you know, from the commissions that you're helping them get, and you're making their bonus as well, the spot with being their sponsor, because you help them get there. So the sponsor bonuses. So I think it's close to like it's close to $1,000 if you're already at a QSC level. Just by doing the 511 every single month, if you're already at QSC, you are raising your paycheck by $600 to $700 every single month. And that grows continuously. I mean, we, you know, as you continue to grow, you're getting 5 new customers, 1 new partner a month, consistently every single month. Just that very first month, you're growing your paycheck by $600 to $700 a month, just by doing that one thing. It seems easy enough, right? It seems doable. And then consistently doing that over and over, you know, that residual check starts to come into play. And that is how you build a very stable business, you guys. So if you're really wanting to get qualified here, I can stop sharing. Well, I'll keep sharing it because I'm going to show you other stuff at the bottom. But if you guys are, you know, if you're if you're a QSC, but right now, or you're, you know, really close to QSC, and your next step is getting qualified and creating this momentum and building your own team, this is really what you want to be focusing on. So if you're at Partner Plus level, and just by doing this 511 at the Partner Plus level, you're creating an additional $500 to $600 a month for yourself, just by doing the 511 consistently every month. And like I said, that number continues to grow as well, until you're, you know, at my level or Carmen's level, where you're making, you know, 4,000 or 6,000 a month. So, or 8,000, whatever. All right. And then so I love that they put this on here too, this cheat sheet. So this is our daily DMO, right? So we were talking about the consistency challenge and how we're sharing with 1 new person a day. But this is it. This is our business, you guys. It's 2 by 2 by 2. It's our daily DMO, right? So we're trying to connect with, if not 2 people a day, you know, we're doing the consistency challenge. We're doing it, you know, at least 1 new person a day, right? But this is it. And then you're following up with that person, right, every day. And then, you know, if you have customers, you know, as you do this, you guys, you will have customers, and then you'll have customers be following up on, right? So this is just a great little cheat sheet to know, you know, what our business is and what we need to be doing on a daily basis. Okay. And then I love that they have this here too, for your monthly installments too, because, as we all know, you know, the trio it's 300, PV when we're getting started, but once we're working on getting qualified, it's in the installments. So it's 75, not the 300. So anyway, if I'm not going to go too in depth with this portion right now, but if you guys have any questions at the moment, I'll stop sharing my screen and you can ask them. But does that make sense? So it's the 511, super simple. And not to mention, you're not only are you creating that, residual for yourself and those customers that you're gaining for yourself, and then helping those team members gain customers for themselves, but you're also making those sponsor bonuses on the people that you're helping get started and move through these levels. So really it's easy, you guys. Once you make that decision to do this, and this is a non-negotiable, we can all share with one new person every day, right? We can talk, or at least start a conversation, right? And with intentions of sharing, one new person every day. And I'm really hoping that this is, gets us excited and builds that vision for us and what's to come, because this blitz is exciting, you guys. Oh, Chris is on the call. Yay. I'm going to let you talk, girl.
Hey guys, I'm so sorry. So I am in travel, you guys, and we just actually, for the most part, just landed, but I forgot we are an hour behind you. So I'm thinking that, okay, I got like all this time, and then I see you, Jesse. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
God, you're
Man.
traveling. We're just thankful to have you.
And then I couldn't get the Wi-Fi yet. It was working too slow, so I'm on my phone. So please forgive me. So, so you ready for me real fast?
Yeah, we got like 7 minutes. Go for it, girl.
Okay. Awesome. So I know that my part is talking about consistency. And so that for me is the goal throughout my whole entire lifespan right now, just consistency, right? So when I got into network marketing, it was always told to me that how you do one thing is how you do everything, right? And we all know that consistency means doing the mundane things over and over again. Although sometimes it may seem boring, but it pays off because it's called a habit. Right. So I'm trying to formulate my brain to make sure I'm consistent with these habits, especially when it's dealing with building a successful business. In order to become a product of a product, or the product of the product that you are actually doing. And with us, it's the healthy living situation. We have to be consistent, right? So even just from us taking the product and being consistent, it's going to show people the results so that they can become attractive to us and say, what are they doing? But if we're not consistent in doing that, they're not going to ever see the results of what we need. So that consistency is a key. With consistency, and you just talking about building a business and then just doing the mundane things over and over again. On the team call on Sunday, our little check-in team call, we talked about the consistency part of it and how to track that. Because see, you guys, documentation beats conversation, right? So I know with me, I'm moving so much. I'm not going to remember that I talked to Sam, Joe, Susie. I'm not going to remember that. I'm not going to remember that I followed up with them by the end of the week to document that, right? So when we actually write it down to document our consistency part, at least we can go back and see, okay, I'm really good with giving out the information, or traction marketing, attraction marketing, right? But I'm not good with the follow-ups. And how do I know I'm not good with the follow-ups? Because I have this data right in front of me saying that I was supposed to follow up with Susie and Joe today, but I did not. So I'm not marketing down. So by the time it is a check-in, or your own personal check-in, or with your coach or your sponsor, at the end of the week, I can say I was consistent with getting on the calls. I was consistent with my goals with doing my follow-up calls. Because don't forget, it's power in the follow-up. It really is. It's power in the follow-up. Even if somebody say no is not no. It just means not right now. It was always told to me that every 3 months, life changes for people. And it really does. Life really changes for people. So that consistency part of of the journey, learning the skill set, which means consistency, personal development, that's consistency. I'm not sure if Jesse, we revamped our little sheet that we made with all of the different tracking, like the tracking sheets for us, so we can kind of just keep track of what we doing, because it's almost like write it down and make it plain. When you write something down and make it plain, you can see what you need to focus in on. You can see what you're lacking. You can see what you need to be more consistent with, so that we can drive the business. And at the end of the day, it's not about how gifted you are. It's about, are you duplicatable? Can we duplicate what we are actually showing other people? Because sometimes people may look at me like, I can't do what Krista do. I can't talk to all those people. But it's not about, I just put my personality in it, but I'm still doing the basic fundamental of these skill sets. The consistency. I haven't been as consistent as I need to, so that is my drive. I'm trying to get my organization life together. But with these tools, with the mindset of consistency, with just having accountability, even accountability partners, helps you stay consistent. Because even when you're lacking, like God knows, I probably would have forgot about today because I'm moving around. But if it wasn't for Miss Jessie consistency, blowing up the Voxer, right? Blowing up the Voxer, saying, you're going to get on, like, oh my God, I forgot. But I thank God for that, because that's what we need. We need consistent people. I know that Cassandra and Jessie and the rest of the leaders, they have areas that they need to work on to be even more consistent. But look at the small things, right? I love what we say in Juice Plus. One simple change. I love it, because it's really those small, simple changes is that going to lead us to our consistency, which is going to lead us to those goals we need to have. So with that said, I'm not going to hold you guys any longer because I know I'm late, but start writing things down so we can see how consistent we are, so we can help each other push. I'm terrible with organization at times, right? But I know there's other people on our team that can help me with that. You may not know how to do a lot of follow-up calls, but there's people on the team that know how to do follow-up calls, and plus the resources. But if we don't have a system in place in your daily life to help you get there, to know that you have those resources, to know you can call one of us, or go into your the Freedom Revolution and find those resources to help you do those follow-up calls, or what to say, or how to pique somebody's interest, right? Or how to do a three-way call. If you never do it and you're not consistent with it, right, it's not going to get done, or it's not going to get done as successful as you want to. With that said, one thing that is really helpful is a calendar. And in the calendar, and we'll probably learn some of this a little later, but start color coding your things and put in things with certain days. So let's say Tuesday is or the end of the month on Thursdays. I'm just calling something. I know I'm going to follow up, all follow-up calls. So I know on Thursdays I am in my, I call it my oh God, what is it called? It's like I'm in my lab. I call it my lab. So when I'm in my lab, my family knows, oh, mommy's in the lab. That means I'm making phone calls, I'm talking to business partners, and I'm doing it for a certain amount of time, 15 minutes, a half an hour, whatever it may be. That's what I'm doing. And I'm staying focused on that no matter what, until I get those goals done. Once those goals are done, I can check that off my list. But I know on my calendar on Thursdays, I'm doing follow-up calls. I know on Mondays, I'm piquing interest, right? I know on Tuesdays, I'm doing this and that. And then as we become consistent, you're going to see the results. And then you're going to wake up one day, you're going to see your team growing. And guess what? You're not going to have any parts. The part that you played was the consistency, following the system, becoming duplicatable. And then we have that success that we see everybody in the company that is successful doing. And that is duplicating themselves. 3 becomes what? 9. 9 becomes what? You know what I mean? 9 times 9. It just starts to duplicate itself. So that's what we want to do. I'm sorry, you guys, for running over. I think about a minute over, but love you guys. Love this team. Jesse, thank you so much for being consistent with me. I appreciate you 100%. And I'm gonna turn the call back over to you.
I love it. Y'all probably heard I just took a screenshot of all of us. I love it. Oh, I'm so excited. You guys, I hope y'all got a lot out of that. I know I did from both Cassie and Krista. And I will send the 511 sheet through on the broadcast chat. And I'll also send the recording that went along with that. I know Krista and I talked about that in our last chat. But yeah, it really has made a difference for me. So I hope it helps you guys as well. I know it will. So yay. All right. It was great to see all of you guys. Did you guys, anybody have any questions really fast before here, I'll